Hey guys, 1 month ago I brought you a theory of mine in which Sir Gregor Clegane will be of the huge importance in Jaime's murder over Cersei Lannister, as the Mountain is, in my opinion, loyal towards his creator Qyburn, who is not Cersei's loyalist, and who brought back Sir Gregor to life only to act as his minion, which is a bigger part of a bigger plan of vengeance, since otherwise it wouldn't make any sense for Qyburn to save Sir Gregor Clegane's life, who back in 3rd season almost killed him. Firstly, a few months ago I made a video about the new Red Wedding that we might see in the upcoming season, in which Jaime will kill his sister lover Cersei upon a few bad decisions that Cersei will make, same decisions because of which Jaime will finally realize who his sister truly is, same decision because of which Jaime will realize that in order to give the living side any chance of winning the Great War, the only war that matters is to kill Cersei. Then I made a video in which I explained why Qyburn is not loyal towards Cersei, supported with a few hints and a few proofs that are going in favor to already mentioned theory. And a month ago I made a video in which I explained that the Mountain, Cersei's closest and the only guard throughout the previous season, who will also continue to be in the upcoming season as well, as leaked photos confirm, is also not loyal towards Cersei. Additionally, the Mountain will play a major role in Jaime's murder over Cersei, which would represent arguably the greatest twist in Game of Thrones series, even greater than Bolton's and Frey's betrayal over Starks. Cersei would be betrayed by her 3 most trusted people, would be killed off by her brother, by her most trusted advisor, and by her most trusted guard. As I've said in my previous video, Jaime revealed who he truly is once he revealed the truth to Brienne, the truth about his betrayal over his king, betrayal that saved thousands of innocent lives while killing Cersei and allowing to the living side to focus all their sources and intentions to the great war that is coming, would finally allow Jaime to show his good side and to finally prove to the whole Westeros that he is a much more honorable man than they think. Not only that this theory with Jaime with the help of Qyburn and the Mountain will kill Cersei would be one of the greatest twists in Game of Thrones series, but it also seems like something the showrunners would pull off to leave us that touch of speechless in season finale. A few days ago one of the theories of mine came true, which you can check out in my previous video, and even if those theories that I mentioned once again in this video will be revealed as the truth, still the Mountain, who is well known for his brutal and savage nature, has to die. Sir Gregor's betrayal over Cersei would be a good act, but far from enough for his brother Sandor Clegane, and eventually for us to forgive him all his sins, all crimes that he has done throughout his life. Sir Gregor Clegane, who has insatiable bloodlust that he releases through the acts of extreme violence, has done more than a few terrible things throughout his life, which he started doing since he was a child. He held his own brother's head into a burning brazier only because his younger brother played with a toy that he discarded. As Gregor was growing, he was killing more and more innocent people, was raiding more and more villages, only to later be knighted by Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. This honorable man that the Mountain is, whom always lacked honor, only 1 year passed since he was knighted by Prince Rhaegar, and still he obeyed orders to kill the same prince's 2 children during Robert's rebellion, whereupon he raped and killed Rhaegar's wife, and ever since that event is often referred to as Tywin Lannister's Mad Dog. The head of House Clegane, feared throughout Westeros, Sir Gregor Clegane is infamously dishonorable man, and even if he is going to betray Cersei, he still deserves and has to die, and the best way to see the Mountain's death would be in Clegane Ball, which we might see in the upcoming seasons. Clegane Ball, in which 2 beasts, 2 brothers, Sandor and Gregor Clegane, would meet and fight to the death, most certainly will not happen in the first episodes of the 7th season, since the Hound is riding north with the Brotherhood without banners, which shouldn't be surprising for any of us, since the Brotherhood in their last appearance in the previous season, in the 8th episode of the 6th season, revealed their intention of traveling north to fight against the Night King and his undead army. However, Clegane Ball also most likely will not happen later in the 7th season, since not only that I'm expecting the Mountain's betrayal over Cersei in the final moments of the final episode, but there also will not be much chances for Sandor Clegane to seek revenge against his brother. There will be one major scene in Dragon Pit, located in King's Landing, which will take place in the final episodes of the upcoming season, huge meeting which will attend almost the entire cast of the show. To be exact, 17 characters will attend meeting, including Clegane brothers. I'm sure many of you are wondering right now, is the Dragon Pit place in which the Mountain and the Hound will finally face off again? The answer is no. I'm sure that Sandor won't be especially happy about the fact that those 2 will attend the same meeting, but Sandor will have to abstain himself, as the one and only reason of all these characters being together at the same place will be to witness the true danger, the danger of the undead army, and to unite all of their armies in order to stand a chance against the White Walkers and their whites. It's also important to highlight that Sandor Clegane himself, with the Brotherhood without banners, will play an important role in capturing a white. If you're interested in all details about Sandor Clegane's part in Jon's mission to capture a white and prove to the Seven Kingdoms that the only war that matters is about to come, a mission which from a theory quickly became a confirmed event of the 7th season due to more than a few undisputed proofs, feel free to check out my videos in which I explained everything in details. However, in my opinion, Clegane Bowl is not questionable. It will happen at some point of the upcoming seasons, even though most probably not in the 7th but rather in the last 8th season. The outcome of that battle is also very important and at the same time very questionable. First of all, we have Sir Gregor Clegane, whom Robb Stark described as a mad dog without strategic thought in his head. He is one of the best warriors that the Seven Kingdoms currently has. He is feared for his impressive size and physical strength. Sir Gregor is that strong that his weapon of choice is a great sword that most men are not even able to swing with 2 hands, while the Mountain is strong enough to wield using 1 hand. His strength gives him a huge advantage in combats, allowing him to defeat far more skilled men. He wears armor larger and thicker than other knights would be able to wear, providing him a huge advantage against his opponents. On the other hand, there's his younger brother, Sandor Clegane, skilled warrior who because of his already mentioned older brother, bears horrible facial scarring on the right side of his head, which is the result of Gregor almost burning off half of his face, only because Gregor found him playing with a toy that Gregor had already discarded. Gregor punished his younger brother by holding his head into a burning brazier, which resulted with Sandor being deeply afraid of fire and with those two being enemies ever since. Sandor is also considered as one of the most skilled and dangerous men in Westeros. In the first season we witnessed a fight between those two brothers, and we've been waiting for the second Clegane Bowl ever since. In that fight, Sandor was shown to be able to duel Gregor evenly. They exchanged a few blows until King Robert commanded the halt to the madness. In conclusion, I don't expect Clegane Bowl in the upcoming season, but I can definitely see it happening in the final season. Sir Gregor is doubtlessly stronger than Sandor, but the lack of technical skill which will, in my opinion, be of crucial importance and will eventually result with Sandor finally killing his older brother, Sir Gregor Clegane, because of whom he bears the horrible facial scarring and has fear of fire, but also because of whom Sandor firmly refused to be knighted or take holy vows, as he is jaded with knighthood and has developed an extreme contempt for romances and sung them present knights and wars as glorious, which is the result of his disgust at brutality of his older brother, which instead of being punished resulted in Gregor being rewarded with respect and knighthood. Let me know your opinion about Clegane Bowl and in which season do you think it will take place. A month ago, just after I made a video about the Mountain's betrayal over Cersei, one person messaged me and asked whether or not it is possible that Sir Gregor Clegane can only be killed by fire. Long story short, is the Mountain a white? Sir Gregor definitely is not a white, since the Night King uses the magic to reanimate his recently deceased body in order to act as his minion, while Qyburn used science and knowledge that he gained from repugnant and unnatural experimentation on living people in order to save his life. Whites are reanimated corpses raised from the dead by White Walkers, while the Mountain has only been saved from the dead by Qyburn, and it's also important to highlight that the Whites and the Mountain don't share any traits. If you amputate White's limbs, it will still move around on their own, as well as decapitation being ineffective, as the headless corpse will keep moving, while on the other hand, I don't see Sir Gregor Clegane sharing these traits. It's also important to say that the Whites are often described as slow and clumsy, and seem to function on more of a zombie level of instinct, while the same can't be told for the Mountain. The most important fact that is confirming Sir Gregor not being a White is in the fact that the White can only be created by the White Walkers. Sir Gregor Clegane can be killed by fire, by sword, by anything which would cause death to every other person. And as always, let me know your opinion about all of this in the comment section down below. Do you think Clegane Bowl will happen in the 7th or in the last 8th season, or do you think it won't happen at all? Do you think the Mountain won't even be killed by Sandor Clegane,